Hey everyone, Terrence here with T.G.G Gaming, and I'm here with
Bryce Jones.
And what did you play today at the ARG?
I played Nekroz, which is basically Vanity's Ruler Turbo or Zaborg Turbo. I lost to 3 Sky Strikers all in time, so that's about the only reason I lost my 3 matches, but otherwise the deck did really well. So here's my profile.
Alright man, let's get into it.
Start off with like the Nekroz stuff. Obviously just one of Shuret and Unicorn. I'm only playing one Valkyrus because his draw effect conflicts with ARG Eggstravaganza, and you don't really need him for like the main combo to turbo out Vanities or Zaborg. So you're usually drawing him off of like the Zaborg search or later on with Unicorn. So he's not that needed. One Gungnir, I like it to just have it as one. It's good. It offers an alternate protection compared to Valkyrus if they try and pop your Unicorn. And then I'm just playing 2 Trish. I don't think you need 3. 2 is nice because it protects against like Widow Anchors and stuff, or like Impermanences or anything. And then its effect is probably the most powerful when you want to push for a game. And then I'm only playing 2 Colossalus because you play the Imps, so you're already able to search for your ritual spells, so you don't really need 3 all the time, and he's not really that good to have on board. 3 Brio, obviously, because of the search power. I'm so glad that card came back to 3, it's great. And then for the spells, just 1 Mirror, because I feel like you're only ever going to use it like once to banish your graveyard stuff, and you can recur it. It's not. It's also just kind of like the most generic ritual spell compared to like 2 Kaleido and then 2 Cycle. So Kaleido is really good because you can send extra deck, and then Cycle is part of the main combo. So that's why I like having 2 and 2 and then just 1. Into like the generic stuff, 1 Rhoda to search Shuret or Colossalus. 3 Prep, it's awesome. It's just basically any search for any kind of ritual. 3 Called because it's really powerful in this meta, and it can help stop you from getting drolled or ashed at a crucial time. And then 3 Extravagance because you need the draw power, you need to be able to draw into your combos, and your extra deck isn't really that crucial. And then finally, the Imp engine. So only 1 Chalice Slime. Some people play 3, but I think 1 is fine. You don't really need to see it, and seeing it doesn't enable your like main combo, so it's not like the best, but it's great to just kind of get out needed imps at any time. 2 Candle, it searches for spells from your deck. 2 Bookstone, it recovers spells from your graveyard. 2 Talismandra, this is best one. It searches for ritual monsters from your deck. And then 3 Pencil Plume. This guy's the best because you're most likely to have ritual monsters in your hand, and so you play 3 to get him out and then Talismandra out to search your main combo. So seeing him is like great, and then you can actually see any of these to start your combo except for Talismandra. And then the combo I'm talking about is with Benten and Vanity's Ruler, and I can show you the combo in a different video, but basically if you have Pencil Plume and a way to get to Brio or a way to get to Benten, you can just full combo end on Vanity's Ruler and usually just Brio, but you can also like end on Vanity's Ruler, Brio, and Unicorn, and then they basically can't do anything if you're playing like a combo deck. And then today I played 3 Zaborg. This card, since you're always kind of resolving imps, you always have 2 monsters, and you're not really normal summoning except for these 4 monsters. So you can just normal summon Zaborg. His effect activates targets, usually himself. And if you tribute him with a light monster, what he does is he destroys himself, sends 8 from your extra deck and 8 from your opponent's extra deck. And if you tributed him with a light monster, you get to choose your opponents. So against like Salad or like Striker, you just strip them from basically all their extra deck monsters, and then they can't really win. Some people still try and like grind it out, but I think you should just scoop once you get Zaborged. Yeah. So that's the main deck.
Is there anything you would have changed in this main deck for the event or for future events?
Not in the main deck. I was surprised that not many people were interrupting me with Zaborg, but I was usually kind of like playing out other combos and then leaving 2 imps on board, and then I would finally just get out Zaborg and search 3 and like pop their field and take their extra deck away. This was definitely a risk to play this card, but I felt like it paid off. And why I played it in the main deck, because that's kind of, I guess, a little controversial. I was just taking a risk basically, and I wanted to have more than just Vanity's Ruler to tribute off my imps on field. So I felt like I had the space to play 3 support.
Okay.
The extra deck is not terribly relevant, but you play Coral Dragon, so you can Kaleidoscope for Brionac, just that one. Cyframe Lord Omega is great to send off Zaborg, and then I play 2 Sulkin. He's always a level 12, so you can Kaleidoscope for either like Trish and Clausulus, or Valkyris and Unicorn, or like other combos I'm not thinking of right now. 2 Nephthys, the Sacred Flame. This is great, a great card. So if you have 3 ritual monsters and you link summon into him, he's a 4800, can't be targeted, destroyed by battle or card effects. So you basically just like win against like Striker or most things. I don't think, unless you like Borload him, you can't get over him. So those are the things I use. And then for Zaborg, totally awesome. I have 3. That's great because when it gets sent off Zaborg, you can recover your Nekroz cards from graveyard. Or if you just want to like later on resolve Extravagance, you can just send all 3 back, and then you can use it again. And then other Zaborg targets or Kaleido targets, these are great to send off either, and then these pop your opponent's stuff. So this is your best searcher for Kaleidoscope. You go to Kaleidoscope, send this to summon Unicorn, and then you go to search, and then you can like start doing other plays. Or if your opponent has like Floodgate or something, you can Intis, pop them, and it's just great. These are pretty standard, and then you can use whatever 12s you want. Whatever 6 you want, and then these 3 are pretty standard. But that's pretty much the standard lineup, I would say, and then you could vary these, but you should have at least 2 level 12s and a level 6. It doesn't matter which ones they are. Quick side deck. I'm gonna have to figure out the side deck a little bit differently because I need to figure out how to beat Striker and not losing time. But 3 Secret Village, so Unicorn and Gungnir are spellcasters. So if you get those 2 out, especially Unicorn and this, you basically just win against Striker because they can't do anything to this, and they can't do extra deck stuff like Phoenix to pop it. So that's just fantastic. This was really good. I guess you do have to watch out if Sky Strikers can get out a Hita. That is a spellcaster, but it never came up, so I was okay. 3 Prankatops. I feel like this is also pretty much really powerful in this meta, so it's a standard card. It'll help pop like anti-spell or order or any kind of negate that is troubling or not letting you ritual summon. 3 Lancia and 3 Sphere Mode. I didn't play any Thunder Dragons, but these would have come in for that. And yeah, that's pretty standard against T-Drags or Orcust or whatever. And then 3 Danko Sekka. I would take out the Zaborgs like game 2 against Striker or like back row decks, and then these just come in and then you can just play, and it's pretty much uninterrupted. So that's pretty much the deck. I liked it a lot, except I lost 3 matches in time, so I just need to figure out how to I guess either play faster or side against Striker better. So the side deck might change, but the main deck was great, and I think Nekroz is pretty good deck to pick up right now. If it gets like 1 or 2 more cards off the ban list, I feel like it's pretty strong contender for being a good deck in the next meta.
Yeah, it'll be pretty meta.
Yeah.
Last but not least, any shoutouts?
Shout out to my testing group that tested with me yesterday, T.G.G, Zhao, Robbie, and all the guys at Dreamers. And shout out to T.G.G for doing this profile. This was a fun event.
All right, man. Well, good job again, and we'll see you next time.
Awesome, thanks.